everyone, and welcome to Vagina Therapy Season 3. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Anneliese Baeyens from Lus Group. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Hot.
Very hot. Okay, so Anneliese, go ahead and introduce yourself to our lovely viewers.
So I am Anneliese, as you said, and I think since 2 years I work for Lus. And it's a non-profit organization that I work part-time for, mostly here in Antwerp and the wider region. Yeah. What else do you want to know?
What is Lus Group?
So Lus is the organization. I think it's been around for over 20 years now, although it has evolved over time. And a Lus Group is one of the things we do. It's I think me and my colleagues, the thing we do the most is setting up Lus groups, and the whole basic idea is that as a person, what matters, one of the things that matter most in your life is good relationships, like having the feeling you're well surrounded. Like as people, we are wired for connection. Absolutely. And what we try to do with Lus groups is setting up some sort of support or network group that originates from one central person. And we try to create a group that exists of people that are already in the network of this central person. And we bring this group together on a monthly basis or every 6 weeks on average during an hour and a half. And anything can be on the agenda. It can be about very practical things. It can be just about being together, having a good time, or having a space where you can share and having people that cheer you on or are there to just listen. And creating this ritual helps to, the feeling that you're not alone in things, that you have these people that have your back.
Is it people that the person already know, or can it be people that they don't know?
When it's about setting up a Lus group, what we try to do is start with the people that are already in the life of this central person. So when somebody approaches us with the question of, well, I think I'd like to have this group around me, what we do is have a one-on-one contact in the beginning of this process, where we figure out who was in your life as a meaningful person or who still is a meaningful person in your life. That can be people that you have like a long shared history with, but it can also be somebody that you know just shortly, or somebody you don't know very well, but people you feel that could have a good contribution in a way. And those people we bring together. So it's the people you already have some sort of connection with,
or day-to-day conversations with.
Yeah.
But now if there's a person who's this complete loner and has nobody, what do you do in that case?
Yeah, well, it happens quite a lot that people approach us and tell us, I don't have anybody. But a lot of the times, once we start mapping out somebody's network, there's quite often 1, 2, or some people that come up anyways. But sometimes we require just a lot of time to build our way to a group. Sometimes the step to ask somebody to join this sort of network group is way too big. So we have to start off with regaining contact step by step, just having coffee together before we would ask to join the Lus group, for example. Or sometimes when even that is too far-fetched, then we look for a volunteer that helps to build bridges or helps to reach out to different networks where you can step by step build new relationships.
But now I'm sorry I'm going into such hard parts, but now if this person has, let's say, 2 or 3 people that maybe they have a connection, when you reach out to them and they say no, then what? Sorry.
No, but I've been on a holiday the past weeks, so the cases aren't all top of mind. But I think I haven't had the experience so far that we don't find anybody. I think when it's hard, it's mostly because somebody doesn't dare to ask the question. When it breaks off, it's mostly because somebody doesn't dare to take the step or reaches out. I don't think of my personal experience or the cases that I have top of mind. We were once in the situation that nobody was willing to
go
say yes or to participate.
Okay. How big does a Lus group need to be in order to be a group?
Well, it doesn't. There's no certain number that is necessary in order for it to work. I know there are groups that are quite big, like up to 20 people.
Oh my gosh.
But it's quite exceptional.
Yeah.
But in general, I think if you have the central person, the volunteer that facilitates the whole gathering, and then 1 or 2 extra people from the network of the central person, you're good to go. There's no number that makes it work better than another number.
Okay. What made you become a volunteer for a Lus group?
Well, I work for Lus.
Okay, so you're an actual employee, so
Yes.
not a volunteer.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I have a few colleagues that were volunteers before they started working.
Oh, okay.
For Lus. But what made me apply for the job was I think I recognize the need for connection. It's such a universal need.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're a very successful, rich, famous person, or whether you're very, I don't know,
introverted
loner, or whatever. We're all wired for connection, and it's something I value myself. And being able to help create or set up groups that make people feel more connected to one another is something very fulfilling to do.
So you're an extrovert.
Me?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely. Only extroverted people could do this kind of work, eh?
Well, how would you describe like
an extrovert
or
outgoing, outspoken, likes to make connection with people? That's an extrovert.
Well, I think I would describe myself as being an introvert.
What?
But it's like a spectrum, right?
Yeah.
So you have extrovert, introvert, and everything in between. And I'm not a complete introvert, but somewhere more toward introvert than the other side of the spectrum. Yeah, I think for me, how I would define it, I think, is that when I have a busy day and I had a lot of interaction, how I charge myself is to close off.
I do that as well.
Yeah.
I do that after 30 minutes of starting my day. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I had enough input now.
Yes. Lus is about listening to people.
Mm-hmm.
Listening is about hearing.
Yes.
Right? How do you really, truly listen to someone's needs?
Good question. It doesn't. It's not always easy. I think what it requires for me as a listener is to slow down, or like
take a step back.
And once you enter somebody's home and you're there to have a conversation and to take a next step. I think for me it's about having top of mind what the goal is for my conversation at that time, but being able to put it aside if it's not the right match at that time. And to just take a deep breath and make space in order to listen. Sometimes that's one of the things I really like about Lus and our way of working, is that there's no certain amount of sessions that you have to do or that are required before
letting them go.
Yeah, you're free to do what is needed at that time. And sometimes when you have to take down the pace because you're moving too fast, then you're free to do so.
Wait, I'm sorry. Because I just wanted to make sure, because it cut off. I thought of like, shit. Okay, did it turn off? Okay. So you are working with me. I don't want to say working, but how did we get in contact again? I forgot. It was through Martin.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I think Martin was just tired, and then here, let me give you Lus. When you first saw me, what was your intake of that first sit down? Be honest.
I think because I also did the getting to know part, right? We always have one conversation that is just to map what is the need or the question before it starts off. And I think I did that first conversation as well. And what I remember was you describing your life consists of work, eat, sleep, repeat, and that the things that fuel you are on the back burner because there's no energy left, no mental space to take those things on. And you already started to fantasize during that first conversation about your friends, and it would be nice to get them together to eat and drink together, have this cozy, nice moments where you could have adult conversations with other adults, and having people holding you accountable for making time for the things that you don't need to do, but that means something to you. And I do remember that because when we had the conversation, we go back to the team, and we decide who gets which case based on who has a free agenda or who lives where. And I remember I was like, I'd like to do this process.
So after our first sit down, you decided, okay, you were interested in this one, or was it before? Really? Yes, I was.
You were the chosen one. No, because it's a very how to say it. It's a nice gift if somebody already has in mind who they want to ask, who they think would be a good asset to the group. I mean, all kinds of challenges can be nice and rewarding, but it's a nice process if you can, if there's already a sort of network and somebody has a very clear idea of what they want to achieve.
But do you think it's a good idea that people add people from work
Hmm.
to that network? Do you think it is a good idea, or maybe
It can be a good idea, and sometimes it cannot be a good idea. I think it's important that you, in the beginning, you have clear on what it is you want to tackle, which concern, which question, which fear, whatever the theme is you want to bring up in a group, and then decide, okay, who do I want to involve? Because some topics may be hard to discuss with certain people. So, and of course, the theme you want to discuss can evolve over time. But mostly in the beginning, there's this or there's an idea of what they want to bring up during the sessions of this group.
has it happened before that the people that was brought together, some of them decide to leave?
Yeah, it has happened. Yeah.
What do you do in that case? Start from the beginning again?
Well,
Back to the drawing board.
Well, the cases I know by experience or by my own experience, it was just one person that decided that they weren't able. The group I'm thinking about, it was more of a practical issue, because it's always a challenge to
schedule and
the whole practical side of the gatherings. It's like it's a thing. So it doesn't need to mean that you have to blow up the whole group. But of course, if somebody goes or enters, it can bring about a whole new dynamic. So it is something you have to be
very sure that everyone is willing to commit.
Yeah, it is a commitment, right? Like we do when we invite people to join. There's no end date per se. It can go on for years. It can be a few sessions and done, depending on.
Really?
Yeah, depending on the need of the central person.
I think my own is going to take like 5 years.
I think the record is about more than 15 years now.
What?
So, yeah.
15 years? No.
I don't know how many years exactly, but it's been going on for quite some time. Yeah.
So by this time, they're practically family.
Yeah, I can imagine that they know a whole lot about each other now.
15 years. So okay, so I have my Lus group. Now if I want to add, now if I would like you to add different people that I don't know, would that be possible?
That I can pull people out of a drawer,
yes,
and introduce them to you?
Yeah.
I think how I would go about it with the Lus group is, if it's your desire to broaden your network, to get to know new people, that it would be a topic we would discuss within the existing group, that they would be with you at the drawing board. Okay, how do I do this? What is my way of meeting new people? How have I done this in the past? What works for me? And that we would plan together some sort of strategy, and then take action. And then the group would be some sort of sounding board for this goal you're trying to achieve. But we as Lus, because sometimes there's confusion about that, we don't have network available that we can build around a person, like set up as a new thing. It just doesn't work that way. It's a process.
That would be cool though.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I'm a hobbit. I'm just here at home, and that would basically be my own way of creating more network.
To have them come here, knock on your door, and
yes. So hey, hi, let's be friends.
Hi, I'm your 3 o'clock. Well, what we also have link groups in which we bring together people from the same area or same neighborhood that all have the desire to broaden their network and to meet new people. In those link groups, the people we reach at the moment are mostly people that feel some distance to regular associations. They don't join sport clubs that easily, or they feel some reservation towards just applying for, I don't know, whatever or wherever place you can meet new people. And we try to create a safe space, a safe group in which people can build connections with one another. So that would be an option.
Yeah. Do you guys have those type of events?
In certain areas, there are active groups.
Okay.
And depending on financing or a certain means, we will know this in September, October.
Yes,
we will scale up this initiative.
Yeah, it would be nice though. Like all those groups just get together and
yeah,
you never know. My future husband might be in one of those groups. But yeah, that would be nice. And do you guys send out like newsletters about Lus and everything? You know, yes. I do get it, but I don't read it. I'm like, oh, it's nice. Yeah, it is. It's in Dutch, and it's like, oh, okay. Then I put it there, and
just same. I'm not a big newsletter reader either. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But there is a podcast also.
What?
Yeah.
How am I hearing this now?
I don't know why I never mentioned it before. But it's not very elaborate yet. I think it's 3 episodes that are currently online, and it's one of my colleagues inviting 2 guests, and they chat about connection, and they use different testimonies to have a conversation about.
That's cool. Is it in Dutch?
Yes, it's in Dutch. I'm sorry.
But no, I mean, it's good. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely search that up and listen to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand Dutch, just don't want to talk it. It's my lazy side, that part, you know. Okay, so what's the name of the podcast?
I'll look it up.
Okay, and then I'll put the link below. Okay, that's nice. So you have to connect with people in order to help them create the group for whatever desired goal that they want. Is that heavy on you when you finish that session and you go home? Does that stick with you? How do you not leave others' emotion like mess you up?
It's a good question. It's depending on the day, it's easier than other days. Sometimes you come back and you're like super energized and excited because it can be quite magical when those sessions.
Was my own magical? Or were you just drained? You're like, oh.
No, I don't think I ever came home drained. Especially not because the gatherings are very high energy,
and a lot of food.
A lot of food. But it has been really task oriented and very
direct to the point. Like we know the goal. It's
and until this point, everybody was very involved, I think, and very eager to contribute and cheer you on. I don't know if you experienced it that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, that's yes. Every time we get together, it's very, for me at least, it's very motivating because everyone gives their input, everyone gives their ideas, and it's like very easy. It flows. I think I chose good people.
Yeah, nice.
Even though I chose like 15, right? Was it 10 and then only 3?
We narrowed it down but I think of all the people you asked.
Well, no.
Yeah, but almost. No?
Like half of them. Well, because some of them live really far.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, and then, but I think It's a good group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially Bram. Bram, he's the
Compagnon.
compagnon. Explain what a compagnon is.
Yeah, so Lus is in essence, a volunteer organization, because we also believe that volunteers can bring something to the group that a professional can't. And they facilitate the gathering, so they make sure that everybody knows about the upcoming dates. They prepare it with the central person, content-wise, and the practicalities, etc. And during the gatherings, they also make sure everybody is heard and that you feel at ease, and that it's aligned with what you want to get out of the session. And in the beginning, we do it together. And once the volunteer has enough confidence and knows how it goes, so to say, then they fly solo and we take a step back.
And how did you get that compagnon for me or for any other person? How do you guys choose that person?
Well, we always have to go and look for somebody. So we have a few volunteers that are waiting for a new commitment, but in general, we have to put out a job for the description.
Really?
And we post it on different volunteer platforms, and then people react to the description they like. So we make an anonymous announcement. I think we used Rebecca for your.
Yes. My alias name is Rebecca, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we just we wait in order to see who reacts, and sometimes we put in extra effort to just share it in certain groups on social media. And Bram, for instance, he was one of the few people that were waiting for a commitment. He has his own personal experience with a Lus group as a participant, and he has such good experiences as well. So he wanted to give back to the organization and to another process, and that's how you guys got in contact.
Yeah. Okay. So did we come to the agreement of a guy, or it just you guys? I don't remember. I think I wanted a guy.
Yeah?
I think so.
I wonder now if we I don't remember we had requirements concerning sex of the compagnon. But
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Why do you think you prefer the guy?
I'm more comfortable around guys. I don't know why.
Okay.
And plus I was maybe hoping that, he was single and stuff like that. So I think that's why. Yeah. But no, we hit it off. You brought him, we had a conversation, and then I think from off the bat we were like, we connected.
I remember the first time you met.
Yeah, we went in the park. Yeah. So it was good. It's good. He's really on top of everything. He messages me and make sure, okay, so are we on? This is what do you want to talk about? So it's really good.
Yeah, I think it's important to have somebody that
takes the lead.
Absolutely. And
especially for me. Yeah,
when you're like, oh, I don't feel it. No, we have a date and we're going through and. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, because then if you have a compagnon that's kind of like me, like, oh, okay, not today, then it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You need somebody that
has
bring in the energy, and it's like, oh, I don't want to work out today. I don't feel like it. But then once you've done it, you feel like,
it was worth
such a good decision.
Yeah. Every time after each session, I would have more creative thoughts. Like I would be like, oh, okay, and then I start, editing, or I start looking up some ideas for what to do next. It's good. It's good. But I mean, I do wish that I could meet people outside of work.
But it can be a nice topic for your group.
I think I'm gonna bring that up on the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the main one, I think it's already concrete and
And
made.
it's running.
Yeah,
it's
it's running smoothly, and then now I think it's time maybe for me to go out there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, every time I say it, I cringe because it's it's out of my comfort zone.
Well, but I think it's like the podcast. It's a very task-oriented topic, right? And talking about expanding your network, it's more a personal process.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's more messy in a way. So I think it's good to start off with something more within the comfort zone, build a bit trust and kind of a ritual before you
jump into I mean, Lus Group has helped me in a lot of ways. One, with the podcast. Two, I did go on the road with my podcast to try and record. It was a fail, but at least I tried. You know, I was recording and everything, but I just couldn't find the, how do you say that?
You can muster up
the courage to ask people. Yeah. So it was a flop, but at least I tried it.
Yeah.
I went on a date, so that's good. So I'm putting myself out there, but then I'm starting again to build that wall. Like I'm scared, like I don't know what to do. Maybe I need someone to push me. But then the thing is, most of my people in the group lives far. And that's why I think I would like someone that lives here, because then that person is like, okay, now let's go out.
Yeah.
And let's do something. Okay, today you got to talk to at least 3 people.
Yeah.
And that way it would really help. And I know Bram and I can't go drinking together, so I'll ask him, but I don't think so.
But I think it's a wonderful topic for a Lus group, because it's something that everybody will recognize as well.
Absolutely.
And it's nice to be able to share and to test a few things and have this group where you can report about your ventures.
Exactly.
And
I mean, the people in my group, they're awesome, they're great. But again, it's like I have to go out on their side. I want someone close by.
Yeah.
They always say, oh no, just give us a call, we'll come. But I don't find that it's the same. I know they're close, but I want someone closer.
Like literally,
like closer. Okay, hey, in Antwerp, what are you doing?
For more spontaneous get-togethers. And
absolutely.
I get it. Yeah.
What would you like the viewers and listeners to know when listening to this episode about Lus? If they're feeling lonely, what can they do?
Well, there's the website where you can browse a bit and see if what you read is something that resonates in one way or the other. And I think when you're in doubt or you don't really know if it's something for you, you can always reach out, email, pick up the phone, and just have a chat. There's a phone that is operational during the office hours every week, so you can just call and get some information. And if you're still
iffy or scared to ask for that kind of help,
you can always you can always have a first conversation. That is just Lus offers this service for free, but there's always a first conversation that can be a one-time thing if after that you decide that it's not something for you anyways. So you can always have this talk and see whether
it's for you or not. Have you had someone that you had to convince, someone that you had a first conversation with and you see that this person needs it? Have you had to try to convince them to actually have Lus help them out?
it does happen that people are scared or they fear rejection, or and sometimes I think it's important that I'm not the one like pulling somebody or convincing some. There has to be some sort of inner motivation in order for it to work, because otherwise you just have a very weird dynamic, and you have to get to the point where you are willing to
take that step
and invite other people. But if there's a sort of inner fire, and but it's just the fear that is holding you back, then I'm willing to convince or to cheer people on if necessary.
What was one of your experience that really left like an impact on you?
Good question. Or sometimes I'm just blown away by how sometimes people haven't had any visitors or anybody that came to them for years, and the only people that they have that come over are people that are being paid to give a certain service or help or whatever.
Oh wow!
But it's hard to picture how isolated somebody can be or live for quite some time.
Oh my God.
A group of somebody that we set up the physical group, like the gatherings, and alongside that we also created a WhatsApp group, because during the sessions it turned out that it could be a good help to have this on the side, a place to reach out to in between, and have this sort of backup support during gatherings. And afterwards the central person testified that it was the first time she reached out for help to people in a group, and that she never did that before. So it's nice, like it seems very trivial for people from afar, but it can be a huge step for somebody to
actually ask for help.
Yeah,
because it's not easy.
No, and it's hard. It's so often once we get to the point where we need to ask some people if they want to join, it's always this inner critic going on about I can't take up people their time, they're so busy, they have their lives, and who am I to take up 1 hour every month of their time and ask them to come to me. It's something you have to get over.
Get over that fear.
I
think that was also one of my fears. It's like, oh my gosh, like they're not gonna want to come. So your last words for our listeners, Anneliese?
Well, I think that I think from what I take from it personally, working with Lus, is the importance of a network and how important it is to feed your relationships, to cherish them, to being an introvert, to put effort in it, and nourish contacts, because it's so important, and it's rewarding, and it's essential to have a good life, and to be aware of that you're not built to do it alone, and to practice yourself to be vulnerable in that. I think it's very, very important to do. And if you're feeling stuck, reach out, and it can be through Lus, it can be through other organizations or other people. There are many different ways, but being aware of the need for connection, I think it's a very important
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So just make the first step to get help. It sounds more dark, but it's to get help to be more out there, have a connection with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And try to be the one that asks for help, try to be the one that offers it. There are various ways to show up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Even if it's just a text.
Yeah.
That brightens anyone's day.
Yeah. It's like it can be tiny, something you can do on a daily basis, but I think it's very worthwhile investing in. But sometimes, yeah, it's not a priority, and
it gets put in the back burner.
Yeah.
Okay. Anneliese, thank you very much for coming and talking about Lus. I know that a lot of people will benefit from this organization, and I'll make sure to put the link down below so that they could click, and also the podcast.
Yes.
Because now I want to listen to it as well. Good. It is in Dutch, guys, but I think it's worth listening to.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for watching this episode. Thank you, Anneliese, once again for helping me out in my group and for coming here and telling the listeners what Lus is about.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, guys. See you on Vagina Therapy. Bye. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Vagina Therapy, the podcast. Until our next episode, see you guys.